Welcome to Fanboy and Critic, where we go watch new movies out in theaters and give you our review, both the good and the bad. I'm Jorem Ortiz, and I'll be your fanboy.
And I'm Sam McClure. I'll be your critic. This week on Fanboy and Critic, we got to go see Dunkirk, directed by Christopher Nolan, starring Tom Hardy, Cillian Murphy, Kenneth Branagh, and, in fact, Harry Styles is one of the main actors. This movie follows the historic evacuation of Dunkirk, France, when the Germans were surrounding the English and French forces in early World War II. Christopher Nolan is obviously one of the best directors of our lifetime.
Definitely.
What do you think he did well in this movie?
I think he shot it really well. There wasn't much dialogue going on, but the pacing of the movie and all the scenes and all the action going on that he provided was crazy. I mean, the entire movie, I could not breathe. The whole time, there's just things exploding, they're getting shot at, ships exploding, everything's just going on. I didn't catch a breath for a second.
It definitely made you feel the emotions that he wanted you to feel, which is a big part of the director's job. But for me, there's no value reversals because you're just tense the entire way through, and then there's no release valve at the end, which really undercuts. Like, you can feel tension the whole time, but like if you don't feel the opposite of tension, like relaxation, then the tension has really no meaning. It just overall, like, his characters were really flat because he didn't give them, first of all, he didn't give them a name, any of them.
Yeah.
Second of all, they didn't have anything to say. Like, there was almost no dialogue. I think somebody, like, he's never done dialogue that well. It's always very stiff and not lifelike. And he doesn't do, like, character interactions that well. And I think somebody just he was just like, you know what, I don't do this well, so it, I don't have to. What I'm really upset about it, though, most of all, is just, like, this was obviously, like, some kind of artistic experiment that he wanted to do that he's making us all sit through, and it wasn't entertaining. I have a hard time imagining anybody wanting to go see this a second time. There's nothing that you get from this besides a sense of tension the entire time that's never relieved at the end.
I did kind of feel that way when it did end. I still felt like I was holding my breath after the movie ended.
They're going to see it. It's Christopher Nolan, but convince them why they should see it.
Critics, you should go out and see this movie just because it's Christopher Nolan. And it's another great film. It's a lot different from something he would do, but he shot it so well, I think it's worth it. And it's a big historic event that we should definitely get involved with and know about.
Fanboys, you want something fun and entertaining. That's what you strive for in any film, is something to entertain you or at least provide you with some new insight into life. This does none of that. And it barely informs you of the history of Dunkirk because all it is an evacuation. It's not a battle. There's no victory. There's no defeat either. It wasn't a victory or defeat. So there's no, like, catharsis at the end. It's just like, we're going to delay the war. Like, that's what they're celebrating, delaying the war. Let's go to the ratings. Take it away, Jay.
For this week's ratings on Dunkirk, I'm going to say I liked it. I think it was a good movie. It was really different, but it was a war movie. It was fun for me. I was excited. Like I said, I was holding my breath the entire time. For
me, at first, I was just going to give this a Y. Like, it's constructed well enough. I mean, just from a technical standpoint. But the more I thought about it, the more I'm actually angry about this movie.
Oh.
This was obviously just his attempt at doing an experiment all about tone and soundscapes. And that's all he wanted to do, but he made, like, you can make an experimental film like that or whatever, but he made us sit through it. Like, he made us watch this because he made a popular theatrical release that we all, like, you're all going to go see a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
It's self-indulgent, and I think he's at the point in his career where nobody's going to tell him no. And I think most directors reach that point where people will stop telling them no, but they need somebody to tell them no, because then you get this. I'm Fanboy and Critic. Make sure to like, subscribe, go check out our Patreon page if you want to support us. Next week we either go see Atomic Blonde or Emoji Movie. We're not sure which one to go see, so leave a comment below. Let us know what you want us to review.
Let's go on to the ratings.
I don't even get a chance to convince the fanboys.
No, you don't have to.